නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. My homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Again, let's pay our respect to our teacher, Pinat Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I think you all have the note with you. It's better if you can go through the note while I'm teaching. So today we are learning the Karaniya Mettasutta or the Mettasutta or loving kindness sutta. So this is a very actually amazing teaching. So I'll bring a very brief introduction about the story behind this sutta. So Buddha always teach something most of the time, I would say, when there is a special reason. So you may know that there is a rainy retreat season in Buddhist tradition. So at the rainy retreat, so usually monks try to dedicate, they put their full effort to attain Nibbāna, enlightenment. So they used to be in a group in different places, especially nearby forest area, where they can easily find some food and also some peace without disturbing from the the community. So there were a group of 30 monks, and those monks tried their best to attain the Nibbāna by practicing deep meditation in a place in middle of forest. So, but they encountered some issues, especially they found that it's not easy them to meditate because they see some nightmares and they see some there's some sort of scary things. Not even they are sleeping, but they are meditating, and it was a very disturbing time them to practice meditation. So, and they felt like little scared to live there. So then they all together discussed what's going on, and they couldn't find a solution. So they wanted to go and meet Buddha. So then they went to see the Supreme Buddha, and at there Buddha taught that the issue is not with you when you are practicing some super like meditations, like deeper meditations. It creates kind of energy, and because of that, the divinely powers who lives nearby, they can't be there as they were used to be in the previous times. So then they feel like they wanted to scare you and ask you to go away from the place. So then Buddha taught the monks, instead of going to another place, try to practice loving kindness. So you encountered with a problem, so try to fight back, not with some sort of another way, but cultivating loving kindness. And Buddha taught that there is a benefit when you practice loving kindness. Even invisible powers also becomes friendly at you. So especially the Deva and the Amanusa. Amanusa means that there are some invisible powers. Their quality is less than human qualities. Most of the time they are getting angry in no time for or even no reason. But Devas means their qualities most of the time better than humans, and they are very tolerating and so. Then Buddha taught this loving kindness, practice this loving kindness in this way. So in here, in this sutta, Buddha is teaching us, you have to practice 15 special qualities in your life to, if you would like, to attain Nibbāna, or the supreme bliss of happiness, or the enlightenment. And based on that 15 qualities, spread love and kindness to everyone. And you will get the benefit of non-return to the sensual world. So it's a nice teaching. So, okay, let's go to the teaching. Karaniya matta kusalena yantan santam padang abhisamiccha. So that means uh, if anyone practice wholesome qualities, expecting to attain that supreme bliss of state Nibbāna, so they should practice in this way. Generally, it says like that. So it says that one skilled one, good wishing, attain the state of peace Nibbāna, should act thus. That means first here quality he says he should be Sakko, that means he should be like clever, upright. I'll go with the translation which I shared with you, then it's easy. The first quality is Sakko. That means Sakko means like capable, able to act skillfully. So if you are a person who would like to attain Nibbāna, enlightenment, you should be a person who can act skillfully. And Uju and Sujuja. The Uju is a one quality, Sujuja is another quality. Uju means Uju and Sujuja. So Uju and Sujuja means it's like in the same meaning, but when we add the su, that means that one level upgraded to something. It's like Uju means direct and straightforward, honest, and in all conduct. Suju means very sincere and truly upright. So that means that first you have to be capable and you have to be straightforward and very sincere. That means what does this mean? It shouldn't be your part-time job. So that means if you want to attain the state of peace Nibbāna, you have to commit for that. You have to dedicate your life to that instead of just what we call in just trying to practice like time to time or whenever you get a chance. Then Suvacho. Suvacho means easy to instruct and open to learning and correction. It's kind of a quality we call like it comes with the honesty. So that means very there are some people they are so stubborn. So when we find someone so stubborn, we don't teach them the teachings. What we do is we just simply being with them. So you may find this in your life even. So whenever you meet someone, so when they are not interested in learning something, that doesn't mean that we reject those people. We may have some coffee with them, we may have some fun time with them, but when it comes to talking about some teachings, of course we don't. Why? That it's not easy to teach those people. They are not so, they are not, they don't have these qualities. And then it says the mudu. Mudu means the fifth quality, gentle, kind, and soft in manner. So if you are a meditator who would like to practice and get the best results, so you have to be a very gentle person, kind and soft in manner. Anatimani. You may have heard the defilement called mana. The opposite of that comes when we put a. I said the word su. When we put su, it upgrade in the quality what it says. When it comes a, that means the opposite. Mana, anatimana. Anatimani, that means no mana at all. That means humble, free from arrogance and pride. That means he's a very genuine, humble character. See these qualities. And Santusako. Santusako means it's like uh, Santusa means it's like going with the happiness, content, satisfied with little and free from craving. This means this is a very special quality which we can have in our life. Think that you're in our Sunday in-person meditation and someone or Prasad brings a Starbucks coffees to everyone. So usually we have our own at the snack break. There are some ground coffee and the tea and things. So Prasad bringing things that sounds special. Oh, he's very good at preparing some delicious food with his wife, bringing and offering it to everyone. And so because of some reason there are not enough to everyone. So, if you are a person who has that quality of santusaka content, for some reason think that you received coffee but not the snack which he has prepared. You don't feel upset because you are so satisfied what you have received. Oh, thank you very much. This is great. And why? You did not have had any expectation. I should have this attachment to the expectation. So it's a kind of a extra thing to your life. So when you're committing your life to practice meditation or the attain the Nibbāna, it's your first wish or first goal. So then the rest of the other things are extra benefits. Those things you don't need, it's like want and need, the difference between. So you can, when you receive that, you are so satisfied with that. So when we say the satisfied, it also has that meaning of like this. Think that someone receiving, okay, I received a coffee now from my the Bante Mahinda Bodhi. So if when I receive a coffee, so if it is that my expectation, I'm so happy about that. Think that for some reason, Bante is busy and he's saying, okay, I'll bring you a glass of water, I can bring you coffee. Then my mind should be, wow, this is so good. And this is water. My mind shouldn't be like, oh, that's okay, never mind. It's not satisfied. It's like saying like it's okay. It's like try to tolerate that. I think you understand what I'm saying. So when you receive something, if you are a person called Santusako, that means you are so happy what you are having right now. Think that you are a person who would like to use branded things and you expect some gloves or something from your Adidas or some good brands, or think that you are expecting Apple phone, but you didn't receive that, but you received something else. At that time, you should be happy about that. That's a kind of a quality. So benefit is the materialistic things or outer world can't destroy your happiness. You can be happy within yourself and you can work for those things if you would like. But the main thing is you are not destroying your inner peace and inner happiness from simple things. Okay, then. Subharo. Subharo means easy to support, simple and modest in living. You know that these teachings teach to the monks especially. So when monks learning, also the practicing meditation, they are they are dedicating their life to practice meditations and the alms or the rest of the things, providing devotees with great compassion. So Subharo means he is a person easy to support. That means think that there is a very poor person, but he has a huge respect towards Buddha and his teaching and Sangha. So he want to practice generosity, and he want to have some kind of a connection to learn Dhamma from the monks. So then he want to offer alms to the monks, but he does not have many things to offer in his life because he's in kind of a financial stress. So, but he offers some simple things, like I think that he's offering some things. Those are not so expensive, maybe cheap. But if you are having a quality called Subharo, that means, yeah, you are a person easy to support, that the devotees does not feel any difficulty to work with you or offer anything to you, and they don't feel any hesitation. Oh, Bhante, I don't know, I'm doing it right. They don't feel that because they understand these monks are really good and they accept whatever the things I offer. There are nice examples comes from the Buddha's lifetime qualities like that. There were some monks called, there was a great Arahant called Kassapa. So one day, while he's going arms round, his appearance is like the Buddha. He is a very beautiful person, and some people misunderstood this is Buddha because Buddha also very beautiful person. So because of that, he felt that this is not good, and he lived his whole life in the jungle without coming into the urban side. So one day he's going his arms round. So arms round means that taking that arms bowl and going slowly, mindfully. And if anyone prefer to offer something, we accept that and going. There was a person, he wanted to offer something, but he's going through severe illness. I don't know how to say that illness in English. So it's a kind of a illness. Because of that illness, their body parts are removing from their body. So why that poor person offered some food which he received from maybe someone, and when he is offering that, part of his finger fallen into that arm's ball. So then he was upset a lot. He felt like I have done something really wrong I shouldn't have done. Now this Bhante can't have his meal because I ruined it. So his Arahant, he does not have any, that emotional distress what we are having in our uh, like us. So the leprosy is maybe the illness Linda shared it with us. So what he did, so the Arhant Kasab kept it out of the, took it and kept it us out, and he had that meal in front of him to feel him comfortable. So it's a very difficult task to do. Why? He's a person, he does not have any expectations in life, and he's a liberated person. He is not dealing with the thought patterns what we are having in our mind. If it happens to us, we may think, first of all, we will think about the disgusting, then we may think about the hygiene, and we may going through so many thought patterns. But if a person who eradicated all the clingings, he does not have that pains and sufferings in their life. So it's an amazing thing. So that's how the quality called that easy to support. And there, so the Buddha is saying that sometimes, actually, even to the Buddha, sometimes he received some delicious food, and sometimes there were almost nothing he received, but he's a person easy to support. one time Buddha saying that if someone showing off that I'm a lucky person and I receive so many robes and or the food or medicine or shelter other than the others, I am kind of superior than the other monks. If someone think like that, Buddha saying, of course there is no difference between you and filthy worm. Is that the word right? Worm who lives in that right, correct. Who lives in that muddy area. That worm, when he had received a when he had a big dump, he's thinking that, oh, I have the biggest dump, not unlike you. So the same way, the person who receives so much of things, showing off that I am the one who received so many things, not you. So it's like the same thing. The worm also has that the dump, but when it because uh, if someone dedicate his life to attain the Nibbāna, then his full wish is to attain that. So then the rest of the things are just supportive things, supplementary things. Those are not the main things. So if someone turn their life to for those goals, then there is no different that that persons, that monks and the lay persons. So lay persons as lay devotees, they have full right to go for their goals because they practicing these meditations and mindfulness, but they are not ready to fully commit their life for that. So it's okay. Buddha never refused that, and even a lay person, while being in as a lay person, he can go to the third stage of this enlightenment out of four. So Buddha never reject that. So these teachings, especially to the monks. Then uh, Appakiccho. Appakiccho means unburdened or not overwhelmed by unnecessary duties. That means when there are so many duties, Buddha saying that there are person who their name is Kamma Ramata. That means they uh, that first wish should be to practice meditation but and improve their mindful life, but instead of that they are doing the rest of the all the other things instead of practicing their own meditation. So Buddha is saying it's not good. We should have less duties and responsibilities, or in the other words, the duties and responsibilities shouldn't be a distraction for your meditation practices. So it based on your capacity. So if you are a person who can manage, then you can do up to that level. So if you are a person who when you are getting stressed often, so then you should understand this is the level. If I take more duties and responsibilities, it will be a hard thing me to practice meditation, because if we lose our practice, then eventually the event defilements will arise, and then those defilements will control ourselves. And that means we are emotional, we will be so emotional and we will get angry when you fail to do your duty well, or when others not doing their duty to do your duty well, the others should commit their responsibilities, do their responsibilities in time, and when they don't do so, you will feel angry. So at that time, if you are a person you can't handle that, it's better to step down and manage your things, and then after sometimes you may able. So likewise, you have to have that quality called upper kitchen and sallahuka buddhi. Lahuk, that means living lightly, maintaining a simple lifestyle. So that means simple lifestyle. That means when it comes to the devotees, you shouldn't have too much of burdens of living a life paycheck to paycheck. Like it's a very difficult thing. So, because you have so many things to impress others. So it's not a life we call the Salloka Buddhi. So it's like life, we show that we are being happy to the others, but inside of us, we don't have that happiness. You can understand what I am saying if you know any social media influencers, because so many social media influencers, they are having this difficulty. I'm not saying everyone. When they receive a cake, when you receive a cake, you probably think that, okay, I'll have this with the tea or coffee or something. When they receive a cake, their first job is taking their camera and finding the best angle and taking photo. And they want to show that we are the one having the best food and everything. So when it comes to that level, it's not a easy life to handle, because their bedroom is smaller than their closet. Why they have so many things to have in their life. So it's good, I mean, if you can handle and hold it, if it is. So these things are very depending. That very why I'm saying it's depending to. It's like person to person. It's a thing like this. Mm, in in America, if someone say that, oh, I daily eat pizza, it's a kind of that mean that he's that pizza eating pizza. It's no, that mean they don't have can they may little busy, or they don't have money to afford to have luxurious things. But if someone say in Sri Lanka, oh, I eat pizza every day, that means he's super rich. Because in Sri Lanka, pizza is kind of a thing like fancy people will have, because it's a kind of expensive thing. And think that, yeah, if you are a billionaire or millionaire actually, so when you sit for your breakfast, there may be many meals. So it's not a problem at all, and it's not a difficult life to handle. It's easy. It's a very easy life to live, because it does not affect your thing, because you have enough income. But if you are a person who does not have uh, good economy, or you are not good with your current financial situation at that time, even if you are expecting such a life like a millionaire, so then of course it's a very difficult life. Then you don't have that free lifestyle. So likewise, it's very dependent. So we can say that by seeing for someone's going, when someone using fancy thing and when someone riding a luxurious vehicle, you can say that they doesn't know the mindfulness or the practicings. They may practice far better than the others. So if some, because if someone try to, when they see someone being so having a luxurious life, and when if we feel like, oh, they are not doing the best thing they should do, most of the time it can be jealous even, because we can't afford, we feel like they shouldn't even. So that's not good at all. So if you're a person, good person, you will feel like you rejoice what they are having. Oh, that's good. And if any worry comes, it comes because of a super real reason, like, oh, they try to show off, but they don't have enough money. They will end becoming even homeless. That's sort of a good way of thinking. It's not like coming like jealous. Okay. Then Santindriyo. Santindriyo means calm in senses, that restrained and controlled sense effect. That means we have six sense faculties: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Those are the things where we get inputs or the sense data. So these things need to be controlled. Why? These six sense faculties are the data which from these their sense faculties we receive data which can lead us to anger or any sort of defilement. So if you are a person who has not controlled your six sense faculties, you are in a danger situation. Think that you were angry with with a person, and suddenly you see that person in nowhere. Suddenly you see that that person come in front of you. If you are a person, you haven't controlled your sense faculties. Whenever you see that person, you feel like, oh, this is that guy. I should punch his face. So like guys, those things can arise to your mind. So those why you haven't controlled that. Controlling means not shutting down any sense faculty. Buddha never ever praised that. Then Buddha saying that it's a wrong thing. If you shut off your sense faculties, so then Buddha saying there is no difference. So if someone believing that shutting off sense faculties is the enlightenment, then Buddha saying one day, then blind people already enlightened because they don't get any data. So it's not the right way. Buddha saying it's like receiving that data with the mindfulness. It create kind of a pause, kind of a before your reaction, you have kind of a stop, kind of a pause. Because of that pause, you can process and find the best reaction, or you can wisely respond rather than just reacting. So that is the benefit of practicing the Santindriya, or the control in the six sense faculties. Then Nibbāna means wise and mindful in all actions. So that means the Nibbāna, it's like you are. It's a in at the moment, in each and every moment, you have kind of a common sense to address wisely. As an example, think that suddenly you see someone comes at you and asking with anger, uh, hey, did you see a guy who wearing like this went this way? So you don't want to say lie, and in the same time you don't want to say about that person because this person seems not uh, behaving well, and he's not a police individual even. So at that time, you without saying lie, you can just let it go, maybe saying something else, or just not replying, or just like not replying means not showing like I know but I won't say because then he will angry with you. It's like just uh, moving wisely from that place. It's like even showing some scaredness. So those things comes with the quality of that wise, that why the wisdom or the common sense which you have in the moment. So in the same moment, so that helps in many ways. So we need that common understanding and common uh, sense in our life. Without that, we can't deal with the world. So then, Buddha saying, usually, mm, uh, Buddha saying that we have to understand the other peoples and their social levels, like social levels. That means, think that in the whole set of suttas, we can't find even a single monk even come and knock the door of Buddha's room door. But when king comes, the monks allow to go and knock the door and yeah, let meet the Buddha. Why? We have to understand those people well. If not, they do. It's not. They will like fight back, and they will show some kind of disrespect, and that can hurt a lot. So that means we have to understand the others when we are living. So all those things comes with that the quality called Nibbāna. That means the braveness or the wisdom we should have in each and every moment. And Upper Gabbu, that means respectful, courteous, and well-mannered. That means those it's not a stubborn person and very he should have very good quality. And then Koleso Ananugiddo. Koleso Ananugiddo. Again, this teachings comes for directly to the monks, not greedy for families. That means free from social and mental attachment. So, Buddha saying to monks to behave like the moon. So that means moon every day, moon new. That means that when it comes to the shape, when we say the moon, it's sometimes the full moon and sometimes it's reducing or sometimes improving the shape. So likewise, every time moon is new. So likewise, whenever you meet a person, meet that person as a new person. So instead of a clinged and attached life, so Buddha's teaching to us is to have that sort of a free life. So therefore, whenever you see any Bhante, oh, this Bhante does not respond to me as he used to, do not get upset. Bhante will have the same love and kindness in your heart as it was in the previous, but he may, because it's like kind of a, being so friendly and the same times non-attached. So, so therefore, just understand that, oh, that's a very good thing. Don't misunderstand this. If someone being angry with you and just neglecting, that's not a quality, because the quality means not being angry at all. Uh, so just responding wisely, and it's not like, and simply not this not didn't attach. That's how it should be described. So those are the 15 qualities. I'll again go through that. Sakko means capable, Uju means straightforward, Suju means very sincere, that means upgrade of the same quality. Suacho means easy to instruct, Mudu means gentle, Anatimani means humble, Santusako means content, Subharo means easy to support, Appakicho means unburdened, Sallavakavutti means living lightly, Santindriyo means calm in senses, controlled, Nipako means wise and mindful in all actions, Appagabo means respectful, Kule Sananagidda means not greedy for families. And the last one, Nachakuddan Samachare Kinchi, and one part of Pali missing here. Nachakuddan Samachare Kinchi Yen Vinyu Pare Upavadeyum. That means doesn't do any slight wrong which wise people may criticize. That means enlightened people does not criticize to wrong thing. That means criticizing means if simply doesn't do anything related to anger or greediness or delusion, and avoid wrongdoing and not committing even a minor action that the wise would criticize. Those are the 15 things. There are so different kind of ways Buddha taught us to practice loving kindness. Sukhinova kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitata. Wishing happiness and safety for all beings. May all beings be happy and free from harm. Then spreading loving kindness. So that means first having loving kindness. The wish is what? Wish happiness and safety of all living beings. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitata. May all beings be happy and free from harm. So if you want to pray, if you need one verse instead of bunch of words to spread loving kindness, use may all beings be happy and free from harm. Then to whom we should spread? Yekechi pana bhutati tasava tavarava anavasesa. That means frail or strong, that weak or strong, that may, or the rest of the living beings. Anavasesa, it doesn't hear in English translation. And Digava Mahantava Majjima Rasa Kanukatula, from shapes even, long or huge or middle in size. Anukatula means very slight, even can't see even. And Dittava Additta, seen or unseen, whether we can, that means uh, there are living beings we can see from our naked eye. And Yecha Dure Vasanti Avidure, and living near or far. Bhutava Sambhave Seva, already born to this world or coming to this world. Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhitata, that means in here, spreading loving kindness, uh, considering the emotions of whether they are strong or not, considering their body sizes even, considering whether we see or not, and considering near or long distance, considering whether they already came to here or still not, to everyone. So how to spread loving kindness? Mata yata niyam puttang ayusa eka putta manurakke. Evampi sabbabhutesu man sambhave aparimana. So like a mother, as a mother would protect her only child with her life, develop a boundless heart for all beings filled with care and compassion. So that means we have to spread loving kindness like a mom. It's like basically being a mom to each and every one in around the world. Boundless radiance. Then Mettancha Sabbalokasming Manasam Bhave Aparimana Uddhang Adocha Tiriyancha Asambadang Averang Asapattan. That means sharing loving kindness, spreading loving kindness in all direction, above, below, and across, without boundaries, free from hostility and ill will. Asambadang Averam Asapattan. Then saying Tittan Charan Nisinova Sayanova Yavatasa Vigatamido Etan Sating Adite Brahmameta Viharang Midamahu. That means there is a name called for that. That means Brahma Vihara. Brahma Vihara means that a special way of living. So the Brahma means like it says that Brahma, that means anyone not living in sensual world. That means anyone who lives in that um, mm, next level of after the sensual level, there is a world called Brahmin level. They have some special four qualities in their life. That one of that is metta, the loving kindness, and then they have gone there by practicing those meditations. Even karuna means compassion. uh, Mudita means appreciative joy, and upekka means that equanimity. So if someone practicing this in Tittan Chara Nisinom, that means all 24/7, because Titta means sitting, so not sitting, standing. Charang means walking, Nisinno means sitting, Sayano means sleeping. Yavatasa Vigatamido. Even so the time you are not sleeping, that means you are laying and not sleeping, the sleep yet to come. Etan sating adite. If you have mindfulness on loving kindness like this, it says you are living like a Brahma. You are living in that Brahma Vihara lifestyle. It says then the results, free from rebirth and sensual realm. That means dittincha anupagama silava. If someone live a life dittincha anupagama, that means not falling into wrong views. That means he has understanding about the life, how the life works, rising and falling. Anupagama silava, virtuous. Dasanena sampanto, that means he has right view. Kamesu vinayageda, not attached to sensual pleasures and overcome from that. Nahijatu gabbaseyam punareti. Nahijatu gabbaseyam means he's not coming again to birth in the womb. That means not come to human world, because he has samadhi. This is a levels of vipassana. When he has a vipassana level of the stream entrant level, and when then he has that brahma vihara level, that means he has a meditative level, like it's a kind of a meditative state like jhana state. So if someone have that level, because he has that, he is entered to the stream entrant, he is never coming back to this sensual pleasure world. He will end maybe in that world, or maybe he will go reborn in a next world also. That's what happened to a living being who practice this loving kind. So in here, uh, there are like 4 things. It's not mentioned here. Let me try to find it. Okay, so if you can remember, it says, 4 things. Naparo paranikobeta, let no one deceive another. Nati manyeta kattakshinam kanche. No despise anyone anywhere. And Vyarosana patigasanya. Neither from anger nor ill will. Nanya manyasu dukkamichaya. Should not wish any harm to another. So these things also here, it's not in the note. So in this sutta, it teach directly 15 qualities and spread loving kindness to everyone, like a mom, irrelevant their body or whatever, this irrelevant their lifestyle, or irrelevant whether see or not. We should spread loving kindness, and we shouldn't wish any harm in the others. And when we practice that loving kindness in the all 24/7 in our life, then we will come to a level called Brahma Vihara, and then it will be, after that, if someone has that right vision, even he will end in living, reborning in Brahmin world, or if he can finish the course, he will enlighten here, or if not, he will enlighten after that life given. So this is the teaching. It says about the Karaniya Mettasutta. I think you may all have recited this one time, at least one time. So the next time onwards, when you are reciting, if you get a chance, maybe in a day-long retreat or in the time, you can just go through the qualities, and you can think about, how many qualities I can improve in my life out of this 50. You can find whether you are a capable person, straightforward, very sincere, easy to instruct, gentle, or you can go through the qualities and try to understand your and the way of your lifestyle. Understood? Okay. Okay. So it's time to ask questions.
So I noticed this like throughout my daily life. I kind of like look and I because I talk to a lot of people in my day. Um and I notice like kind of not everyone's at the same understanding. Like I just noticed that a lot. I'm noticing it a lot more recently. It's like kind of how you were saying, um, some people that just they there's like this, I guess I would call it like an ignorance that they have that and like it's not that they're bad people or anything. It's just that it's kind of like they won't even touch the concepts, certain concepts or things. So, it's weird because like a lot of times you're taught like everyone's equal, everyone's the same. Um and that's how I kind of look at life. I kind of want to treat everyone like that, but the more I realize, like I talk to people, it's kind of like some people just don't even um like they're not even interested, you know,
Yeah,
in
actually,
learning.
so yeah, like we should spread loving kindness to equal to everyone, but no, in everyone is not equal. So if you can remember the example I usually say about the spreading loving kindness, we have to be a mom to whole world, but spreading the loving kindness does not hurt your common sense, like, and so you have the same love and kindness to your own dog and to the lion in the zoo. So you pet your dog, but you don't go to the zoo and pet the lion. Right? You know how you have a common sense. Even I have loving kindness towards lion. Lion does not see me as a mom. He see me as a prey. So therefore I shouldn't. So like guys, so you should have loving kindness to everyone, but in the same time, people are different. They have different expectation, different emotions, different visions about the life, and so that's why this world is so beautiful, because there are so many differentiations in the world. And so the thing is, we have to come to a level that we shouldn't let others to bother our inner peace. They can tell harsh words, they can do things in the outer world, but if we have very good controlled sense faculties, that means those things won't affect our life. So it's a kind of a thing we have to improve in our life. So it's not easy at all. So, but yes, of course, we somehow we have to improve ourselves, because one day you will understand that yes, of course, there are people in this world and it's so different, and so it's okay. And you will come to a level like in the previous days. I was upset when these people do something which I can't accept, and I feel upset. They are so lovely and they are so dear to me, and we have found each other. But even though there are some difficult times we are having with each other, so there will be a day that you are dealing with the same people, but you don't have that pain with you. So uh, it gradually happens. So that means you are not becoming like emotions less person. You can play according to the situation. So think that, but it does not hurt yourself. So let's take our time and practice, right?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Bante.
Welcome. Try to be happy in this moment. There may be thousand, no, million things to worry in the life, but there are some special things in our life we can be happy at least. So think that how lucky we are. So we are learning to a teaching which which is still there for even after 2500 years. So so the teachings came to this until today. Those teachings never came in an easy way. There are maybe thousands or millions reasons to lose these teachings from the society, but somehow it's here. So because of that, we are learning about loving kindness. We are learning about the good qualities, and we are learning about attaining the enlightenment. And so now, actually, there is a kind of a culture developing in America after 70s, that especially that in the spiritual path, that it's like so open. So we are living in an era where people talk about the enlightenment, and where people talk about the overcoming from sufferings. There were some times in this earth, I mean, we don't have time to question any teaching. We have to accept the teaching the current society believe. Because of that, great philosophers had to drink poison and kill themselves. That's how the society, but we are in a society where we can question and we can learn what is right and what is wrong, and we can improve. And I don't know, we are so lucky to learn. Think that you are coming from different part of the world, and I am coming from different part of the world, and we are all together talking about the teachings of the mindfulness, which comes from the Buddha. So how lucky we are. So we are lucky, actually. Think about the benefits which we have received rather than outsetting. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.